All right, let's do this thing. So now it's been a couple days because I wanted to be able to look at the whole experience and I look at the next day after I broke my dry fast to give you a much better idea and give you a lot of tips and things that I did that could help you make your experience better. So if you saw the little previous video, I was doing really well at 45 hours, 46 hours, even a little longer. I was doing really well. I stayed at the beach where I filmed my last video for a little while. It was beautiful, gorgeous. Then I needed to get Wi-Fi. The only place around that had Wi-Fi also has food. But I did really well because I didn't smell any food. I didn't even see food. Like, I just kept my head down, did my thing, and left. I was doing fine. Then, as I got into my van, I was driving away, and a huge, like a ton of food smell. I don't know where it came from, but it was insane. It felt like a joke. It was like, are you serious right now? Like, are you seriously sending all this incredible, it smelled amazing, all this amazing smell of food my way? That was tough. Holy crap, that was not easy. Then I wrote some stuff because I didn't want to forget everything that happened. Oh, before I left, I was starting to think, like, I want to be really gentle with this. I don't want to push it too much. My last one had been 36 hours. And I have that mindset now of, like, I can do another fast. It's okay, because I don't want to push too much and have complications. Like, I live in my van and I'm traveling around the country. I don't want to have weird complications going on. Of course, I want to detox and heal. But if I can do it at a more balanced level, I think it'll be better for my journey, for what I'm going through right now. You can do whatever you want to do. But I had that in the back of my mind. So I leave that place after using the Wi-Fi, smell that incredible food, but I was like, I'll be fine. Then I had to finish some stuff online in my phone, more food references. I was started, like, every time my stomach was growling a little bit and I was feeling a little bit of hunger, which of course it's just linked to the mind and it's all emotional and stuff, because we know we could go without food longer. So before anyone jumps in the comments and tells me that, I know that's a lot of what's going on. But then I wanted to finish a chapter of an audiobook that I was listening to. Not related to health, not related to food. This one that I'm finishing. And he talks about food. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? So I was like, okay, I'm strong, but this is a lot. This is a lot to handle. I was starting to get hungry, to be honest. And it was interesting. Not a lot of thirst, but I was kind of hungry. So then, let me see what I wrote down. Oh, so I was starting to get worried. It was 10 p.m. I was trying to go to sleep, feeling a little bit of hunger, feeling like, is this the right thing for me to go throughout another whole night without water? And I was like, if I can fall asleep, that's perfect, because it'll be easy. I don't think I'll wake up in the middle of the night with something crazy going on. But I was having a hard time falling asleep, obviously, because I rested so much in the day. And we know that while fasting, it's not as easy to fall asleep early and that kind of stuff. So we know that sleep changes while fasting. But that little thing kept running in the back of my mind, like, should I be very gentle right now and just stop it right now? Because, I don't know. You got to listen to your own body, your own intuition. And it's your journey. I can't tell you what's best. But to me, and I knew those little battles that we have in our minds, that's a challenge that we can overcome to get to the next level when we're fasting and all that. I know that, but I wanted to be gentle. I decided to have a sip of water. Tiny sip of water. It felt good. I had a tiny sip. Then probably like 20 minutes later or so, I had another sip. And I wanted to be very gentle breaking this fast, because it was my longest dry fast. Some people don't feel like you need to be that careful. Some people feel like you need to be very careful. So I was like, okay, I'll just have water, go to sleep, and then the next day it'll be a lot easier for me to gently continue. So I woke up, had a little bit more water. I was a little tired, but nothing crazy. I was feeling pretty good. I went to the supermarket and I made lemon water. I had a little bit, but it felt like it was going to be too strong to break a fast with that. But I wanted to start getting minerals and electrolytes and all this stuff back into my body. So I didn't want to add sea salt for some reason. I didn't want to do that this time. So lemon water felt like it was a little too strong. So I went to the supermarket to get coconut water. I don't have the cans with me. I actually do. It's in my cooler. Let me show you, because I found a really nice one. I like this brand. I don't know. I couldn't find I don't know if there's like organic or if they're all pretty good. Good brand. They have like a pineapple flavor. They have one with pulp. Oh, this one's with pulp. The ones that I had were without pulp because I thought it'd be easier to digest as I'm breaking the fast. So I had it without the pulp. Then I had to drive an hour. So I had that and some water while I was driving. I got to Whole Foods and I was looking for juice. I needed to get some fruits and stuff. So my idea was I wanted to actually, if I could, extend it with only water. But I wanted to eat. I felt like I didn't want to push it much this time. I felt really good with what I accomplished and how I was feeling and all the detox that happened and everything. So that's why I had the coconut water, and I'm going to show you the juice that I had. I was looking for juice, and this one was actually on sale. That was a good sign. I want to give a shout out to this brand. I think they have like small bottles, Evolution I think it is. I've never had their juices, but this was 100% organic grapefruit juice. And if you saw my other videos, I've been doing a lot to kind of like get rid of mucoid plaque and just clean up my system and all that, and this is supposed to be incredible for that. They had orange juice and this one, and I think they were both organic. Yeah, I think this brand is all organic, I don't know. But really good. If you're not used to grapefruit, it can be very strong, but in my opinion it was delicious because I've been doing a lot of grapefruit and I like it. Really good. So I think throughout the whole day I might have had like close to half of these. I can't remember. And then I was like, okay, I'll keep doing only juice for today. But same thing, like I was starting to get a little hungry and I was like, I'm not gonna be too extreme. I want to make this very sustainable so that I can keep doing it more often. I ended up having, so when I decided, okay, I'm gonna eat some stuff, so it was gonna be only fruit, of course, like if I wasn't gonna have anything heavy or anything like that, so I decided to do only fruit. And I actually had like only a few organic dates, just because of a protocol. Maybe I'll talk about it in another video, but a protocol that some people have shared with me. Pretty cool, to make sure we're getting the lymph moving, but also getting the kidneys to filter out all the lymph and all that stuff. It's really cool stuff. So I just tried that, see how I felt. I felt really good. And then I got a watermelon, one of those, like, it was not the huge one, not the tiny round one, but it's like middle. Like, it's supposed to be the small ones, but it was a little bigger. I ate like close to half. It was delicious, holy shit. Close to half, and I was feeling good. At the end I was a little too full. I think I don't know if I overdid it. I think I was close to, like, if I had more I would have overdone it, but I felt like I wanted a lot of hydration. I was pretty thirsty, like, and I know people that don't believe in dry fasting are going to be like, of course you're thirsty because you just dehydrated yourself like crazy, and I understand that, I know that. But I wanted to get it a lot through foods and like coconut water and things like that. So that's why I decided for the watermelon. Easy to digest, very hydrating. It felt really good. It felt really good. And before that I had another kind of coconut water, I think. So I had a lot of fluid that day. And then I actually went to the beach. So right now I'm in Florida, so I was in clear water. Well, I'm still in clear water. And I just walked around. So I paid for parking for like an hour or something. And I set up a timer, just walked around the beach. It was gorgeous. If you want to look at pictures in my Instagram, I'll have a ton of pictures, because I really liked it. It was pretty cool. Then I had more watermelon. Then at night, closer to bedtime, I was like, I think I'm gonna need something else. Like I wanted something that's gonna fill me up a little more. I don't want to be hungry throughout the night. So I had some bananas, which some people believe are not very, but somewhat dehydrating. Because if you think about it, if you have a lot of bananas, sometimes you might need a lot of water. I heard Lauren Luckman talk about this, and it makes sense. It could also be like, some people believe it's so much sugar that you need the water to, like, whatever. I don't know. I'm just sharing what I did. And like right before bedtime, I actually had an apple. Still very hydrating. And I needed something more. To like sustain me through the night. So I did have a lot of food. I had a lot more than I expected, but I felt really good. And because people like to hear about bowel movements and stuff, if this is too much, you can skip ahead a little bit. It was interesting. I had a tiny one late evening, tiny one. But you know what's funny? Like, the more I've cleaned up my body and all that, like that stuff that comes out doesn't smell bad at all. Like, people have told me. I remember my aunt going to the bathroom after me, and she was like, why? Like, she was amazed that it didn't smell at all. And I'm amazed too. When I was young, just to be honest, I know TMI, whatever, but it used to stink. But this one, because of all the detox that I was doing, that one smelled. TMI, but I don't give a shit. I like sharing. And then I think right before bed, no, this morning I had another one. That was normal. Like, it feels like I'm back to normal. Did smell, but nothing too crazy, I think. And right now, I actually worked out a little while ago. So I woke up, I had more of that grapefruit juice to make sure I'm still hydrating. Worked out. I'm feeling normal. I didn't sleep that well both nights, and maybe I'll talk more about that in another video. This one's gonna get long if I keep talking about that, but didn't sleep that well or that much. But other than that, I feel really good. I feel like I'm completely, like, probably tomorrow I'll feel like 100% again. And that's fascinating to me. I don't know, the more I do this, the easier it gets, I think. Sometimes, not always. But I worked out, took a shower, and now I don't even know what I'm gonna do, but I feel good. So I'm gonna have some more meals today instead of just fruits. I want to like rebuild a little bit. But I'm feeling really good. So make sure that, let me see what I wanted to share. So yeah, the thirst was big for me, like making sure I was rehydrating really well. Some people use a lot of coconut water, some people use a lot of fruit juices, vegetable juices, or just water, whatever you want, but make sure you're rehydrating really well, if you're not used to dry fasting. Some people that are very used to it, they believe their bodies need less water, so they might not need that much. But I'm kind of newish to this, so anyways, I just wanted to share my experience. Really cool experience, in my opinion. What? Does this mean something else? I don't even know. I'm just playing around with my hands, but I hope that doesn't mean. I just see that I've seen this a lot in my life, and I play around with it. But I was saying it was actually a really good experience. And I will keep playing around with this because it's interesting. It's very interesting, and I want to keep healing my body and detoxing and getting healthier and stronger. So a lot more coming. Stay tuned if you want to hear more. And I might actually not finish the video here because more ideas might pop up throughout the day. Maybe I'll add them to this video, but if not, I'll see you in the next one. More coming. Turn on those notifications. I'll see you soon.